Are we live streaming now? Hey, what's up, you guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright, hey, what's up, you guys? Starting your audience. We'll get to see it in a moment. Get ready. Hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going? Can you hear me? Alright, hey, what's up, you guys? Starting your audience. Alright. What's up, what's up? We have lots to talk about today. Lots of updates today. I'll just wait for all of you guys to join. How's it going, you guys? I'm going to be replying to a lot of your guys' comments, and I'm going to be going through everything with you guys, a lot of the updates, a lot of the details. Okay, that's good, you can hear me. Okay, let's get right into it. So, you're going to be seeing what I'm seeing, going to be flipping back and forth. So this is what I'm seeing right now, guys. So let me update you guys with everything that's happening with Paris. And let me know if you guys like these live events. Go to my Twitter and just put, you can find me at Landon YouTube and put hashtag more live events if you guys do like this format for when I do go live. So that's at Landon YouTube and just put hashtag more live events and then I'll know. And then I'm going to be also replying to your guys' comments and you guys can see yourselves live. So you guys can see right now, I can see you guys. And I'll highlight it and then I'll answer you guys. I'll check out your guys' channels. Yep, you're loud and clear. Okay, so yeah, hashtag pray for Paris. Hashtag pray for Paris. There's a little bit of a delay I'm seeing on this thing right now. It's about a 15-20 second delay, so just bear with it. But let's get right into all the details and let's go over it now. So there has been an attack on Paris. Took place yesterday. And actually, do they have like a Wikipedia of everything? Because they usually have like time of events and stuff like that. Shooting wiki. Okay, they do. Okay, so they have everything here. Wow. And do they even have the times that it started? So it's an event that took place on 2 days, and the official count for people that lost their lives is 129 civilians. There was at least 8 attackers. I believe they're all confirmed dead at the time of this recording, this live event. There's 352 people who are injured, 99 of them who are critical, so these death tolls could rise. And so there's 8 gunmen with suicide vests on, and they had assault rifles, which is so crazy. It says offline. Does it say offline for you guys? Why is it saying unsubscribing? So is it really ISIS? Okay, so let me go over that now. So here's the article right here you guys are seeing right now. ISIS claims responsibility for Paris attacks. France remains the top of the list of targets. So this is the president of France giving a speech, and they're saying the Islamic group claimed responsibility for a wave that killed 127 people at the time of this live broadcast. So usually when ISIS does attacks, they do like to gloat about it. They're proud of it, and they actually announce that they're responsible for it. So they have confirmed right now that they were responsible for it, which is super crazy. It's super scary what's happening there right now. And France was in a state of emergency, nothing in, nothing out, no flights, no nothing. And this is so crazy because we're not sure if ISIS is also part of it as well, but you know that plane that went down in Russia just a few weeks ago, or not even a few weeks ago, just like a week ago. And so they stopped planes from coming in and out as well because there was a plane that crashed, that was shot down. There's still investigations on that, but like I said, ISIS always usually claims what they've done because they're proud of it, but they haven't publicly said yet that they're responsible for that crash. So there's a lot of investigations right now happening with that. So there was so it started off with a bomb. It was on like a soccer field. Everyone was going crazy, and you can actually see footage of there was a soccer game going on. And all of a sudden, the ball's kicked away, there's players running to it, and you hear a big explosion, and everyone just stops and looks. And I believe there's 2 people that was confirmed dead at the stadium, of the soccer stadium. And this is crazy, because if you guys can remember the attack not too long ago, there was an attack of a magazine, I believe it was like a cartoon company. They made fun of Islamic people, and they actually went to that location and massacred a lot of people inside. So let me get, okay, so Facebook has allowed, let me show you the guys' screen right now. So Facebook has this new filter thing that you can put onto your pictures, and this is to show your condolences to everyone that lost their lives in France, and showing your support, because the world needs to come together right now, guys. So you guys should go to social media. You guys should put this filter on your profile picture. It really shows support, and it's a really nice thing that Facebook is doing this. So congrats to Mark Zuckerberg. A lot of people are taking it to social media. We'll get into that. There's a lot happening right now to help these people out. But this is just one of them. So here's the notification right here, guys. So Paris terror attacks, Facebook safety check. So what this is, see this green sign right here? A lot of you guys will be seeing it on a lot of people's Facebook profiles. And what it is, it's the people who are in France, who are in Paris, who are in this attack. They can actually go onto Facebook and click this thing and say, yes, I'm okay, if you're okay, so we know where everyone is. And for the people who don't click it, they're still out there, they're still in danger. But this is something that CEO Mark Zuckerberg came out with. It was really fast to come out with it, and he's used it in the past to help aid. And it's very useful because I'm seeing a lot of people on my Facebook page, and they're clicking it and saying that they're okay, so it's like you don't have to worry about them anymore. So I thought that was a really good thing that Facebook came up with. So here is, and a lot of celebrities are doing it as well. They're changing their profile pictures. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, so here's another article that says, so they also claim 129 people have been killed and dozens wounded in a serious attack. So here's the article I'm looking at right now, guys. There's a lot of information on it. I'm going to break it down for you guys. This is a brutal massacre. There was British survivors and stuff. There's a lot of details into the story, and it's going to be talked about for a very long time. This is crazy. A lot of the Islamic people turned out to be teenagers as well, which is heartbreaking that, it's not, a lot of people are saying it's not an attack against France, it's not an attack against Paris, it's an attack against humanity. Which is just so crazy. So this is pretty much summing up everything that was happening. The terrorists were shouting Allahu Akbar, which means it's an Arabic phrase for God is great. So they think that these attacks are carried out with God backing them, which is crazy because I think God loves all people. And then they started yelling out, "This is for Syria." So it's almost like Syria and ISIS versus the world, and ISIS is winning right now because just look what's happening. There's going to be a lot of craziness happening. Barack Obama has to make huge decisions. The president of France is going to make huge decisions to fight against ISIS, to put them to an end. I don't think they're ever going to be to an end because there's just so many of them. And the next president of the United States is going to have a lot to deal with as well, because presidency is coming up next year. And let's say if it's Donald Trump is like a macho guy, I feel like, and society is like a macho society. They're very patriotic, which is good because you guys are proud of your country and nation. But I feel like Donald Trump, he's going to like put troops back into Iraq and fight against Syria, which could be a good thing, which could be a bad thing because it's going to start a war. So it's gonna be really big, and so I'm not sure if Trump this is the right time for him to join an office, because I'm not sure if he's much of the critical thinking or a people person. He's all about the money and stuff, and with these attacks, I definitely think he's gonna go out, try to just attack them and kill as many people. And there has been attacks in Syria to try to attack the ISIS people, but instead of attacking the ISIS people, they actually attacked the civilians of Syria, which is crazy. I mean, that's not what we want to do, right? We want to go after the ISIS group itself. So a lot of people that lost their lives, their identity is slowly being revealed. I'm not seeing names or anything like that. I'm just seeing their pic. Okay, actually, here's one right here. Okay, so here's one person that's looking for her sister, and she messaged to find out if anyone have seen her. People are lighting up candles right here in front of the cafe. So there was there's multiple locations. I believe it was 6 different locations of these attacks in which they carried out. This is from the Associated Press, I believe. This is a restaurant and people mourning, and you can see people obviously showing their support. This is a really rough time in France right now, guys. And please, if you guys can take the opportunity and go to Twitter and put hashtag pray for Paris, just to show your guys' condolences and your support towards that. So there's obviously a lot of tribute to where a lot of people lost their lives. So it's crazy because right now it is a crime scene, all these places, but because there's so many different locations right now, it's hard to keep everyone out of it. But you guys just saw there's flowers and stuff that people are putting down, and obviously people lost loved ones. And because the mass amount of people that lost their lives, it's uncertain as of who the identities are and who the people are, and obviously contacting families. So a lot of people are shocked to find out when their family or friend lost their lives towards this. But it's going to take days to find out the identities and to contact the people that needs to be contacted. This one says, a woman breaks down in tears while visiting Le Carillon Cafe, in which 14 people were killed. A lot of people are praying right now for it, so you guys can see people right here. Really sad time. So this is actually a live. So a lot of people were taking videos. A lot of people were taking pictures of this attack, and it was just so crazy. And this picture here, it's a little graphic, guys. I'm gonna show it and then click away, but you see the person right there who is dead on the ground. From the attacker, and you can see I'm looking at these pictures right now in the alleyway. You could see a woman hanging from the second floor window, and this is at a theater. There was a lot of hostage situations as well, and you'll see this. I'm gonna flash it quickly. I don't want to show you guys for too long because it is brutal. But here's a woman just dead on the ground right there, and like I said, there's a lot of investigations right now, so police have to kind of keep the bodies there to find out who the attackers were. There was a lot of confusion with who the attackers are and who the victims are, just because it was so chaotic. So this is a victim lying underneath a blanket, and this is outside the theater, where around 100 people were in watching a concert when this attack happened. So it's really brutal. And then you have a lot of people like this who are all suited up, trying to get involved with the emergency teams and just helping people cart them away. Obviously, this is a person that lost their lives. They lost their life inside of there, so they're carting away. These are evidence, and then like I said, so these are papers of there's so many different scenes right now of people getting attacked, and it's hard to just tape around it because you know how if there's like one kill scene, you just tape around it and no one can go in because you can't touch evidence and tamper with that. But because there's just so many people, they want to show their condolences and stuff. There's still blood on the floor, but you can see in the papers, your wars are dead. So I'm not sure what these other words mean, but there's a lit candle and stuff like that. There's a video of tribute. And they're saying that the attackers were attacked with suicide vests. So they didn't want to get out alive. They didn't care to. They weren't going to be taken hostage or prisoners. If they were surrounded, they were just going to blow up and just take out as many people as possible. So they wanted to just kill as many people. This is one of the biggest massacres in a very long time. It's so brutal. These guys had AK-47s, which is like automatic guns. They're really big, and they have a lot of ammo in it, and you can just like open fire on people. So can you imagine just being in a really crowded place and you're just opening fire? I mean, you're just killing the lives of all these innocent people, including kids, including elderly people. Just everybody in sight was dead. There's a lot of okay, so these people, these terrorists, it was planned out. It was well planned out, obviously, because there was a lot of people that lost their lives. And so here's a few scenes of they actually got inside. I think this is a scene inside of the theater. I'm gonna show you guys quickly, but this is a lot of blood inside. You could see, I mean, how bad the situation was, and so police are trying to take as much evidence as possible for this. And you could just imagine being there in that situation. These are just snipers on the tower, patrolling. So the security obviously is ramped up there right now. Everyone's on edge for a reason. You guys can see here all the bullets and everything that pretty much hit off when the gunman's opened fire, so killing 20 people at this location. And this is actually the one of the many locations. This is the bar that's right in Paris. I'll show you guys maps as well of everywhere that was affected. So here's like the tape, I believe to try to keep people out, but I got taken down, or maybe it was like a ribbon on the building, and just because of all the gunshots, it seems like it just took it down. Or it looks like investigators have been here because there's circles, and these are probably like numbered tags, so they can have like a log of evidence and stuff. Okay, so yeah, they are circling all the bullets and stuff. They got to figure out how many bullets were shot, because this is obviously a huge investigation that is going on. All right, I'm gonna take the time right now. I'm just gonna answer some of your guys' questions. I'm gonna read some of your guys' things right now. You guys can preview it with me, and of course, let me know if you guys do like these live events. You guys can just put in the comment section below more live events. But I'm reading you guys right now. You can see your guys' comments coming up on the side. England is targeted along with Japan. Japan actually had a tsunami, guys, and it's being overshadowed right now, obviously, because of this attack that's going on. But F ISIS, where is your faith? Your mom is next. So a lot of people are trolling still. You're so cool for doing this. You're very welcome. I just wanted to keep you guys informed. This is crazy. Like I said, I make the news for you guys, and this is one of them. I don't want to just make a video. I want to be engaging with you guys. So a lot of you guys are joining in now. What religion are you? I'm not any religion. I try to live my life to the greatest that I could, without having a religion, really. So I'm just seeing all your guys' comments coming in now. ISIS is stupid. I saw my comment. Landon, look at the YouTube logo. What's up with the YouTube logo? Hi, I'm Lauren. Hey, how's it going, Lauren? Las Vegas is at risk. I live there. It's at risk for what? Landon, look at the YouTube logo. What happened to the logo? I saw my comment. That's so awesome. ISIS sucks. Come to Trinidad. You read my comment. Woohoo! Why do they target Paris though? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're ever gonna have answers to that. Is Canada at risk? I think the world is at risk right now, guys. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep informing you guys of what's going on. And just a quick question for you guys: how did you see this live stream? It's so new to me still. Where did it appear for you guys? Where did you guys see it? I'm just reading your guys' comments. You said my name. I'm crying. You're very welcome, Lauren Willis. 2015 is the worst. Are you okay? And it's so crazy because this all happened on Friday the 13th. So, okay. So I'm gonna go over some more things. Okay. So let me open up another article. So, Paris suicide bomber with a Syrian passport. Came to Europe through Greece in October as emerges another of the ISIS killer, was just 15 years old. That is so crazy. One of them was 15 years old, just massacring everyone. He's a kid. French police revealed the Syrian passport was found on the bomber's body. The passport owner, so he came through Greece. So he came over since October. It's November now, so this has been planned out for quite a bit of time. I think they chose Friday the 13th for a reason. I don't think that is coincidence at all. Okay, here's one of the stadiums. You guys can see one of the stadiums right here. And how crazy it was. So 6 people lost their lives in the stadium. There's an actual bomb that went off at the stadium. And I don't know if this is someone who's getting arrested. Belgium, police. Belgium. So this may not even be a recent picture. This might be someone who was trying to come into France. These are police doing barricades and stuff, trying to keep people safe. Let's A second attacker is believed. So I'm not sure. I think this is after the bomb went off and everyone's just trying to evacuate the place. I'm sure it was a lot more chaotic than this picture is showing. This is the president of France addressing his nation, and you guys can see this is, I believe, the cafe where I believe 8 people lost their lives in here. So it looks like they're taking out the bodies and just laying them down, or these people probably got shot outside. Okay, so this is, like I said before, I was going to show you guys the map of everything and the place and the time that it took place. So so this is Paris right here, guys, in France. The Eiffel Tower, you guys can see, is over here. So it's pretty close to the Eiffel Tower, but this is still a pretty populated area, touristy area, and it looks like the first explosion happened at 9:20 p.m. And this is in France time. So I know down here in Toronto, Canada, where I'm from, I believe it happened around 5:20. So obviously there is a time difference. So the first explosion hit the stadium, and here is the chaotic picture right here of the stadium. There was a soccer match happening, and on the pitch you could see all the players looking up at something. There was a video about it, and they were looking up and they saw or heard an explosion or something. I mean, this is something that you're not used to, and when you hear a big noise, you're not sure what to do. But then they realized, oh my god, a bomb just went off, and then that's when everyone just cleared the field. The next attack happened at 9:25. So, and this is at one of the first locations. This is at, I believe, at a restaurant, and I believe there was about 8 people confirmed dead there. 4 minutes later, there's a shooting in an area. So it looks like these guys were traveling, and on the map it shows 5 people. I believe there were 6 attackers. There could have been multiple people in each location. And then you can see here. Oh, I did big screen. Okay, cool. 9:43, there was another explosion. So these explosions could be the suicide bombers blowing themselves up. And you can see the series of events started at 9:20, and it ended around 10 p.m. and it's traveling from north to south, it seems like. And here was the big explosion right here. So maybe this could be one of the suicide bombers blowing themselves up. And 10 o'clock, the boulevard. Okay, so 4 deaths reported. So it just shows a series of times and events. Okay, let me go to another article. So they're calling it, so Daily Mail is calling this whole thing 3 hours of hell. And then they confirmed 127 people dead, 300 people injured. So it seems like the conciseness is 127 people lost their lives. And it all started at 9:20 in France. 2 more bombs went off within half hour of each other. So it's crazy because you hear about the one bomb going off in the stadium, and then like half hour later there's another bomb, and you're thinking, oh my god, is the worst here already? But it keeps getting worse. And then it's just panic mode, and there's millions of people probably fearing for their lives. This is all over TV, nationalized, everywhere. Everyone around the world coming together, showing their condolences, which is great. There was 5 separate shootings, and it struck bars and restaurants just minutes apart. And this is all within, so 50 people were dead within 29 minutes, it seems like, from 9:20 to 9:49. And then the 4 gunmen went into the Bataclan theater, and they murdered at least, okay, so this is the majority of the people where they died. It was inside of the theater, and at least 80 people lost their lives. 80 people. It was probably every single person in the theater. I'm not sure if there's any survivors in it. We'll find out over the next few days, and I'll make sure to update you guys on Monday about all of this. So all of this will be summarized again for you guys on Monday. So obviously stay tuned for Monday's video. There was, okay, so here's another map. It's showing the soccer match. Okay, so let me actually show you guys the video of the soccer match. So here it is right here. And, okay, so when the ball gets kicked right now, this is when they heard the explosion. This guy's running, but they heard the explosion. They kind of kept playing like a little bit because they weren't sure what it was. A few players went for the ball, but then they just left it and looked around. And that's when they realized, oh my god, this is panic mode, something bad's happening. Here's another article from Telegraph. Telegraph is pretty up to date with this and what's going on. They do have a Facebook page with over 2 million people on it. And they've been keeping their whole audience up to date. And okay, so here's the newest update right now, and it's in 2400 hours. It's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 7, 7:35 in the morning. Is this the last update? Um, oh, these are actual. This is from someone. Oh, Nick Alexander was working in a nightclub named as. Oh, okay. So there was one British person that lost her life. Actually, there was a few of them, I believe, and here's one of them. So, like I said, their identities is coming to life slowly, just because it does take time to identify them. Reach out to the family and friends. But he was working there, and I guess he lost his life. So he was dead. That's American student. Okay, so they took it to Twitter. She was 20 years old, California student, killed in the Paris attack while she was studying abroad. Can you guys imagine that? Like saying goodbye to your parents and you're going to study and you're in a new place, a new country, a new experience to learn, and then all of a sudden this happens and then you lost your life. Really, really sad. She was a university student. Okay, where they died. Okay, so there's kind of a breakdown of where they died. So the breakdown is in Stade de France, one person. So okay, so like I said, Bataclan, 89 people lost their life in the theater. Um, okay, what other summaries can I share with you guys? So this is around the world right now, but this is in London, and they're lighting up the France colors to show tribute. So this is in South Bank Centre in central London. Strikes target leaders in Libya. So there's going to be definitely a war. There's going to be retaliation. I believe the Americans are going to get involved with this. Obviously, there's been Americans that were killed in this. The France is obviously going to retaliate. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Here is the Ferris wheel. So this is a really big and famous Ferris wheel that got lit up to show their respects to what happened in this crazy event. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So by 6:23, there's 129 people dead. One British person confirmed to died, confirmed to have died, and others feared killed. So the tally is not tallied up yet. But let's go to another article. Oh, there's a lot of pictures here. Oh, okay, here it is. So here's a lot of the tribute and stuff that's happening from around the world, and you can see a lot of people who are shocked. She might have lost someone in this tragic event. And if you guys have lost someone in this tragic event, my sincere condolences goes out to you guys. This is a really brutal attack by ISIS group, ISIS militants. Some of these guys were 15 years old, which pisses me off. They don't even know what to do. They don't even know the meaning of life, but yet they take other people's lives. They just don't value their own, so they don't care. Here's a memorial that took place in Hong Kong to show tribute for everyone who lost their life during this attack that happened over the last few days. It started yesterday and it took place not today, but I believe the killers have been confirmed dead. So here's a lot of people just writing notes and condolences. This video right here I'm not going to play. I believe I've seen this video, I believe, and I think it's a live event showing the shooting happening. It's really brutal. It's graphic, and I don't think you guys need to see that. And then so something that was overshadowed as well was there was actually a derailment of a train right here. I don't have a lot of information on it, guys. I do apologize for that. I haven't heard much about it yet, just because this whole shooting thing has been overshadowing everything. Like I said, down in Japan there was a tsunami. I believe it was like I don't know how they grade it. I think it was an earthquake that caused it, but they do have earthquakes like over 180 times a year, 200 times a year, but nothing to this magnitude. And it was a pretty big earthquake that caused it, and there was a tsunami. But there was this train that derailed, and I don't know if it was because of a bombing. The train derails while on a bridge, and cars pushed off into the canal. So I'll look into that. Like I said, on Monday, I'll give you guys more details. Here is a really popular picture you guys will be seeing all over today in the next few days and maybe weeks to come and months. But this is, you guys can see it's like the peace sign, but you can see in the middle it's the Eiffel Tower, representing the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. And this is really showing that the world is coming together in one, and showing that, we can reunite. Nothing can bring us down. Us in humanity. So here's a lot more pictures. I'm looking at more people who worked at the nightclub lost their lives. I'm seeing that British guy again. Let me show you guys how chaotic it was. So there was they shut down airports and everything, and then here's the picture right here at Gatwick Airport, which is in France, one of the major airports there, and all these people were just stranded, and who knows how long they're gonna be stranded for. This is a really good tribute. These are candles just lined up, and it says Paris. And at nighttime when they're lit, I'm sure that looks amazing. So Twitter has been blowing up right now, guys. Everyone's taking it to Twitter to talk about this. I'm sure the security in France is going to be heightened. There's going to be a lot of people. It's really shocking what happened. And then this is a tribute to everyone who lost their lives. It's so crazy. There's been many people, and there's gonna be places like this around France, not just in one location, but in 6. Minimally, there's gonna be 6. There could be more different locations of the major attacks that happened, and it looks like these guys were traveling from place to place, which means they're probably gunning down people on the sidewalks as well. And of course, when police had arrived, which was very quickly, they responded very fast. The police weren't going to take them alive because they did have suicide vests around them, so you can't handcuff them and then all of a sudden someone blows them up, whether it be themselves that can detonate or if it's a remote location. With technology nowadays, we just don't know. Here's a map right now showing police operations. So it's showing a map, and there's a lot of police around the areas, which is really good. They do have a lot of security down there. Again, the president of France has been addressing the nation. POTUS, which is Barack Obama, has been addressing the American nation. Here is one of the original videos, I believe, of a shooting, and you guys can see that video if you guys want. Just type in Paris attacks, the killers before vicious Bataclan massacre, and you guys can see the video on there. And I'm looking at Hollywood Life right now. A lot of craziness, and this took place throughout the evening and into the night, so it was probably really troublesome to sleep. So some of the famous people that took it to Twitter to address their condolences and prayers for Paris, people like Khloe Kardashian, Harry Styles, Barack Obama obviously had a presidential thing. And so here's what Khloe Kardashian put onto her Twitter account, and it's "Pray for Paris," and it's flowers, and you can see that they're arranged in the France colors, which is great. Harry Styles. So this is 17 hours ago. This is 19 hours ago. So Khloe might have been one of the first ones to do it. Harry Styles just followed a few hours later. He got this picture right here. So this is on his personal account, and you can see that it got a lot of likes and a lot of comments on it. This one almost got 1 million likes on it, which is crazy. So everyone's really showing their support. Kylie Jenner, so "Pray for Paris," and she almost got 1 million on it. David Beckham, and you can see he's showing the sunrise of the beautiful city, and it is a beautiful city, a place I want to travel to. Really scary time to travel there too right now, obviously. Okay, so here's a report that's saying 153 people reportedly killed. And there's held hostages. Whether or not I'm not 100% sure yet if everything is settled. I believe all the gunmen are killed or they blew themselves up. But a lot of articles say 129 victims. I'm looking at another article right now that says 129 victims. And this one's actually updated 18 minutes ago, and they have it at 129 victims. Okay, here's a really good picture right here. I really do like this one. I saw this one everywhere. And this is a really big tribute to France. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to your guys' comments right now and see what you guys are saying. Sad face, why ISIS? Why Landon? We love you. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm gonna show you guys your own comments so you guys can see yourselves. Maybe I can make it bigger. Is it bigger? Oh, that's too big. Okay, so here it is right here. Landon, we love you. Thank you so much. Sad face. So it doesn't seem like a yeah, it's so delayed. Okay, I don't know if you guys type something right away and I'll reply to it. If you guys are seeing it right away, I love you too. Thank you. Landon, the YouTube logo has the France flag. Oh, really? Oh. Okay, let me go to YouTube. I never knew that. The YouTube logo has the France flag. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, here it is, guys. Look at it. Look. The France flag. I like that. I really like that. You know what? On my banners, my YouTube banners, I should definitely put that too. Las Vegas will get attacked. Why are you saying Las Vegas will get attacked? That's crazy. Okay, so I'm not going to be on here for too much longer, guys. I have a few more tabs to go through. I just want to inform you guys of everything that's going on. U2, which is the band, paid tribute as well. So you guys can see them right here. This is the U2 band. A little bit of an older band. Some of you guys may not know them. But they're here showing their condolences as well. So here's the British guy that lost his life. Charlie Hebdo is, if you guys can remember, they're the ones responsible for making all those sketch drawings. It was like cartoon things, and they're making fun of like over in the Middle East, Islamic people. And ISIS actually came to their store where they produced the magazine, and they killed a lot of people in there, which is crazy. Here's more tribute for you guys. A lot of people coming together in restaurants. And wow, there's a lot of people on the side right here. There's a lot of people. I don't know if they're lined up to go pay tribute, or if this is just the normal traffic flow in France. And I'm sure there's gonna be blood everywhere, blood on sidewalks and stuff. And you guys can see right here on the side, the most read in the news right now is the Paris terrorist attack. And you can see they're probably talking about the Facebook profile that has changed. And thank you for you guys for pointing it out to me that the YouTube thing has changed as well. So that's great. Thank you guys so much. Whenever you guys, I like teaching you guys stuff, but if you guys can teach me stuff as well, that's amazing. I'm just looking at more articles. Okay, so let's go to the next article. We have two more articles, guys, to get through, and that's pretty much it for this video. So this one is talking about, so this is actually global news. This is more local to me. This is, I believe, in Toronto. ISIS claims responsibility for Paris. So it's just repeating pretty much the same things. I'm seeing a lot of you guys on Facebook. You guys have changed your profile pictures, which is great. And the last one that I'm going to right now is the Wikipedia. And this just has a lot of information, and this has like the whole breakdown of everything. But like I said, I'm going to sum all of this up for you guys on Monday's video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'm going to come up with the final numbers, and I'm going to do a lot of researching and a lot of things. So they're talking about there's a curfew, and this is the first time that there's a curfew since 1944 that was put into place, ordering people to get off the streets at certain hours, like at nighttime and stuff like that, where there could be more crimes. And their final count was more than 350 people have been injured. This is the deadliest attack that's occurred in France since the Second World War, which tells you guys a lot. They were also the deadliest in the European Union since the Madrid train bombings in 2004. And in January 2015, there were 17 people killed, including civilians and a police officer. So I believe they're referring to the ones where the people that made the comics making fun of the Middle Eastern, they lost their lives. And right here they have 5 locations that the attacks happened. And the dates spanning from the 13th to the 14th, which is today. So there could have been something, it could have carried on throughout the night. And they're calling this attack a mass shooting, a bombing, a hit-and-run tactics, hostage-taking, and suicide attacks. So this clarifies that some of the suicide bombers did detonate themselves. The weapons used was an AK-47 assault rifles, hand grenades, various explosions, suicide vests made from TATP, 129 civilians. So that seems to be the consensus. So, and at least 8 attackers. 352 people, including 99 critical. And the perpetrators, so the people who are responsible for this, is the Islamic State of Iraq, which is ISIS. 8 gunmen with suicide vests and assault rifles. 3 from Belgium, 1 French extremist, and 4 is unknown. There's at least 8 people who partaked in this. There's a lot of the background stuff in this. So I'm going to go over all the details. I'm going to find out the motives. I'm not sure if we'll ever know. Why did they attack France? I'll find out. And I'll let you guys know all these critical answers and questions that you guys have about this story. I'll try to keep you guys as updated as possible. I'm pretty much wrapping up here, guys. If you guys like these live events and going over this with me, I can talk. I can reply to a lot of your guys' questions and go over a lot more. If you guys can do me a favor, because I just want to know if you guys are interested in me doing these live events, go into Twitter. You guys can find me at Landon YouTube right here. I'm not sure if you guys can really see that. Is it going to focus? Wait, at Landon YouTube. This is my page right here. This is the official Twitter page of mine. Go to here, follow me if you guys can, and just put more live events. Or tell me what kind of stories you guys want me to talk about. I'll reply to you guys on Twitter. I'll follow you guys on Twitter. I'll see what you guys are up to on Twitter. And you guys can also find me on Instagram, Outlander Productions, with an S. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for this. I love every single one of you guys. I'm just finishing off reading your guys' comments right now. Bob10859 says, do more live things. Stay. See ya, Landon. Alright, so you guys are starting to say bye to me. Go to stat stream every day. Bye, bro. Also, a heads up for you guys, check out the gaming channel. I'm going to be going live streaming on that. I'm going to pick a day. I'm going to go live streaming every single week. So you guys will see more of me. For you guys who like me, for you guys who don't like me, then I guess that sucks. But thank you guys so much for this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I got to do my outro. But first, I got to, how do I stop this? Alright, I'll see you guys later.